Hello transport planners and fellow transport nerds, welcome back to Talking Planning, and you join me for Busweek 4. So it's been quite a while since I did one of these last. In fact, the last Busweek series was over Christmas, and we're now in April. So it's been a little bit of time coming, but fortunately, I've got my stuff together and come and join me for 5 days of bus transport across southeast Queensland, even though I now live in Newcastle. Let's kick it. We start off Bus Week 4 with the BCI FBC 6850 BRZ2, operated here by Hornibrook Bus Lines. While we wait for the bus to turn the corner, let's watch this genius of a driver head the wrong way up a one-way bus-only section of road and be forced to reverse back. Let's cue the slow claps. It's amazing how many people do not pay attention to their surroundings. Sadly, it meant that I missed getting a video of the BCI bus pulling into the stop, so you'll have to settle for this photo instead. More commonly known as the Proma LF, this bus is mostly used on the 311, 312, 313 and 314. We've talked about these services quite a lot in the past on Talking Planning, and I've caught the 311 and 312 on 2 previous occasions, on board an MAN 18310 diesel, and once on board a Mercedes 0405NH, where I noticed that patronage was limited to say the least. And that's why this bus could be the ideal solution for the service. When most runs operate with less than 10 passengers, and there are tight suburban streets, chances are you don't need a full-size bus, and at around 9 metres in length, the Proma LF definitely is a midi-bus. As configured here, this Proma LF comes with 28 Metro bench seats trimmed in a red galactical seat fabric, which is unlike anything I've already seen before. Personally, I quite like it, because these days there are lots of very standardised fabric styles. It's a shame that it hasn't carried over to other Hornibrook buses. 2 other surprises are quite clear to me, the first being the sheer number of stop bells. I've made my opinion known on what constitutes an adequate number of stop bells, and I think BCI have absolutely nailed it here. It seems that every passenger can easily get to one. What they haven't nailed is the bus stopping light, which is tiny. The other surprise is that this bus has adjustable air vents, which is extremely rare on a route service bus. But before we talk specifications, let's have a quick listen to this vehicle. This bus uses a Euro 5 version of the Cummins ISB 4.5, which is a small engine for a small bus, offering up 207 horsepower and 760 newton-meters of torque from its 4.5 litres of displacement, which is all sent through a 6-speed ZF auto. Sure, it's not a powerhouse, but for community bus applications, it is well suited, and it's great for those suburban streets, tight turns and lower volume services. The Proma LF is quite a unique offering in the market, which isn't easily rivaled. Most midi buses like the Bustech MDI are larger than this BCI Proma, and the Hino Poncho is often too small. Established smaller buses like the Toyota Coaster and the Mitsubishi Rosa require a lot of modifications to be wheelchair accessible, and their interior layout is just not very practical for route services. So, as far as I'm concerned, whether you like it or not, the Proma LF has carved itself a very nice little niche. There are a couple of little flies in the ointment, however, as the Proma does rattle and creak a little bit more than the competition, and the interior fixtures are just not quite up to the standards of everything locally built. Some of the stop bells, air vents, and trim panels do look a little cheap and nasty, but perhaps the biggest surprise is the glass. Not only is the windshield curved, but so are the side windows. I wouldn't like to be replacing too many side windows, as they're probably quite a specialty item. Overall, I think the Proma LF is actually quite a competent little midi-bus for the right application. So that's a wrap on the BCI Proma and Hornibrook Bus Lines. Stay tuned tomorrow for the next vehicle of Busweek 4.